All right, bro. For spitters only, 99th.Rose. What's good, bro?
I'm living, man. Grinding.
Yeah, man, it's good to have you, bro. We're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna start with the early beginnings in your childhood. So, where you from?
I was raised in Skyway half the time. Other half of the week, I was in Beacon Hill. Good, 13, 14 years. After that, I kind of just grew up in the South Side, just in the streets, couch surfing, shit like that.
Okay. What schools did you go to?
I'm gonna give you 3, because I went to 14 of them. I went to Mercer, Hawthorne, and then Franklin.
Okay. You play any sports?
A little bit. I was on the Eagles, the little what's it called? The junior league, the Pee Wee shit.
Rainier Eagles?
Yeah. My uncle was a coach actually. So it was coaching at home, go to play the game, and then he's a whole different person, not even using the same name type shit. It was pretty cool though.
Who were some of your biggest influences growing up?
When I was younger, probably Kendrick, Logic, Wi-Fi's Funeral. I got into X right before he blew up, XXXTentacion, but I stopped listening to him after 2 to 3 years, right as he was really getting popular, 8 to 10 months before he died. That was a big influence. Juice WRLD. Shout out Big Banks. He's one of my big influences. JJ Boomin, people I went to school with. They influenced me to be better, for sure.
Where do you get the name 99th.Rose?
Family. I was raised by my great-grandmother, 1939. She passed away in 12. So yeah.
My condolences, bro.
It's all good. It's been, 11, 10 years, more than half my life now.
Yeah. You also have the name Plug Poet in your IG. Let's talk about that.
I was, when I first went on platforms last year, around September, October, I started popping out to open mics and shit, really get my name out there, because I didn't like that. I was only an online presence and nobody knew me. So I started going everywhere. And at some point, somebody asked me what type of music I make, the genre. And I didn't know what to say. Some of my music is titled alternative, some of it's rap, some of it's hip hop. But I've mostly made plug music since I started in high school. And they were like, man, it's almost like poetry. And I'm like, well, all music is poetry. It depends how you look at it. So they were like, you're a plug poet. And after a couple shows, it became a nickname, and then it stuck around.
When did you first start getting into music and actually creating it? Take us through your first few studio experiences.
I started around freshman year, sophomore year. Just SoundCloud shit. I got really, really overconfident, thinking I was big shit because I'm 14, 10,000 plays in 2-3 months and shit. And then I laid low for a while. Since I've officially been all platforms, this past year and 3-4 months has really been who I am as an artist and not a rapper. You feel me? I spent 2 years just trying to ditch the label of SoundCloud rapper because that was the only platform I was on. I just didn't make SoundCloud music, if that makes sense.
I see on Apple Music you have all singles out right now. Do you have an idea of when you're gonna drop a full project, a mixtape, EP, or album, anything like that?
So, I have some shit that I've been holding on to since just the SoundCloud days. But I repurposed the idea. I took the name, I took one song off of it, and now I've switched it over to trying to add some of the new songs I've been doing. So I'd say July, maybe June, if I'm on top of my shit and I'm in the studio even after work and shit. Hopefully June. I'm thinking a name to remember. That's what I'm gonna call it. I don't really give a fuck what you think about me, but I took what used to be just like animosity and hate surrounding my name and fear and turned it into something positive, so you're finna remember me.
You made your first release April 23rd, 2022 with Addictions. And your most recent, June 14th, 2023. Out of all the music you dropped so far, give me your top 3 joints you say people should go slap right now.
Right now, because it's the winter, I'm finna say Solitude. That seems to be a fan favorite. People love the hook. It has the energy. It got a little beat drop in it. It gets people turned. When I play it at the club, it's like people are dancing to it. People are getting lit. And then afterwards, they kind of realize like the lyrics, and they're like, "Oh wow, that song like touched my soul." After that, I would have to say Trailblazers with JJ Boone. He's my only feature I got right now. So go tapping with him, go tapping with No Guidance, blast that shit. People are loving Trailblazers. And then on platforms, I would have to say Skate Park Freestyle. Cause that really was like one of like the few freestyles I actually managed to turn into a song. And I feel like I'm sending a message to people my age and a little bit younger, maybe even a little bit older with that one. Yeah, go Peter, all platforms.
You dropped a double single. Lost Twins.
Lost Twins. So it's
I haven't seen someone push a single like that in a long time. Double single.
One of them was a SoundCloud exclusive and it was out. The other one was circulating unreleased. I sent it to like a live YLR. I actually played it on their live a little bit. That was cool and shit. But niggas were hearing the song like I was playing at the club. I never posted it, and I was like, okay. If I fuck around and try to take it back to the studio, get these people off the track, get the people who I want in it, I might just not ever get the song out. And I was really determined to like get music out, at least one song every 2 months, get 6 songs for the year. So I was like, okay, here's a song that I'm just never gonna get done, but I care more about people hearing the progress than actually having it be like super polished, but there's no emotion behind it. And I have this other song that's like not really polished well at all, and it's just raw emotion. Boom. Bought the beat for the one that was not released, and just said fuck it. I posted it like maybe 8-10 hours before I dropped it, and was just like, here you go. I don't really plan out releases that often. I just kind of, you get like 5 to 10 days to prepare yourself. and whatever the response is, whatever the numbers are, it's like raw. It's real.
What's your creative process like? Are you writing? Are you freestyling? Punching in? Are you at the studio? Are you at the house?
So we're like a good 90% of my music I am writing. I treat each song almost like a therapy session. Whatever is clouding my mind, I just release. And that's my way of getting a song out. I tried the whole like, let's get in the studio, let's hear some beats and let's make a topic for a song. I'm not a topic ass musician, unfortunately. So I'd be in the studio, we be kicking it, we be smoking and shit, but 9 times out of 10 if I'm going to the studio, it's either me or it's like me and 8 other people. It really depends. We're either finna vibe and smoke and order some food and some shit and like freestyle here and there, come up with some rough ideas, or I'm really finna go in there by myself with like some shit I polished over and over and over and over again and just get it out so I don't ever gotta go back to it. Cause each song is like a time capsule, you feel me? You never hit that same point of emotion in your voice or in your tone or in your delivery ever again.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to be like, and shit, even like, I'm about to be 21. My voice is different compared to what it was 2 months ago, 6 months ago. If I don't want it done a song, when I come back to it, I might have to redo the whole thing. And I've lost that connection to it. And I don't like doing that.
What's your plans for the next few years, and where do you see yourself taking things?
I think, one, I want to start hosting more performances, definitely. I want to start actually getting projects out, sticking to release dates. I want to get some organization going. I want to do a home studio. I got a couple things that I need to get set up in life with first before I can really, pop out everywhere I want to. But, I'm getting around. I'm still around the city. Just, I think these next couple years are about focus and dedication. You feel me? Yeah, same. I feel you. But, yeah, just focusing up, getting my game right, solidifying myself around the city, and not just like in a couple bars here and there, in a couple of mines here and there. Household name type shit.
What's a dream collab you have? Artist and producer.
Artist and producer. Okay, artist. I guess my dream collab would probably be Wi-Fi's Funeral. Just cause like so much of that like aggressive cadence while still like having his tone be chill was like, it really fit my sense of like duality in music that early on I felt like I was searching for and like switching genres and shit, trying to find that specific sound when really it's I have to put that sound into other genres. For producers, Bass Kids, either Bass Kids or Pierre, probably.
What's your thoughts on the Seattle-Tacoma rap music scene?
I think the biggest takeaway is we're disconnected. There's a lot of pockets, you feel me? You can hear this at one club in Cap Hill and hear this downtown. It's a completely different wave. That's good. We have a lot of diversity, but we don't have unity, because when those different pockets and different genres and different types of people all come into one room together, there's not that same love that they have for their own individual artwork. People don't really fuck with the Seattle scene. They fuck with Seattle artists. You know, they fuck with individual people or groups of people rather than the scene as a whole, because we're disconnected like that. We need to find a way to come together and quit the fucking hating and the dick riding. That shit is out of hand. Niggas are hating over bitches that ain't even theirs, nigga. We're grown ass men. And vice versa, you know, for the women. Y'all are beefing over niggas that ain't yours, who don't really give a fuck about you, and putting that over your business. You're letting personal ties affect all your music, how you distribute, how you fucking promote yourself. That shit is corny and childish. Let's be adults. Let's come together and actually support some shit. We don't all gotta like the same shit, but show real love. And if you're hating because somebody's doing some shit better than you, tell them that they inspire you, nigga. Instead of hating, put that energy into something productive and grow the fuck up. That's what I think.
Who's some of your favorite artists in the city?
I fuck with all of No Guidance, Barada, Carson, JJ Boomin, shout out them. Shout out Sefu. He's more of a producer still right now, but he be spitting some shit. Don't let the homies fool you, my nigga. You be spitting. Keep grinding. Shout out Skirt. Shout out Wave. I fuck with a couple niggas here and there. Shout out 2000 Baby. That nigga's been doing his thing for years and like just going around the country with it. Also Sucker K's been pretty poppin' right now. Hearing like my little brother listen to that nigga's music, I was like, oh, he's finna blow. Like he's doing his thing. He's at every show, every venue popping out. Yeah.
Are you tapped in with any local producers?
Yeah, I was a part of the residency like 2 years ago. I did the production course and shit, so that was how I first started branching out and trying to meet people who aren't just rappers and like meet some artists, some engineers. Sefu, Carson, like I said, I'm pretty sure Barada produces some, produced by Javius, he's fire. Giassi, my nigga, that nigga be producing some heat. You gotta tap in with him. It's real like soulful ass shit, like some conscious. I'm dyslexic as fuck. Some conscious shit, but it's not the kind of like pretentious conscious rap where they're just rhyming big ass words for no reason, trying to flex their vocabulary, but they're really just saying a whole bunch of buzzwords. Like it's real deal, soul hitting shit. That nigga even drops just beat tapes. I respect that. Nate Spade, he be doing his thing in Oregon. He's fine. Main Menu. Yeah. There's some good ass producers out here. You really just gotta actually tap in with them, not bullshit them on a $20 beat. It's $20, my nigga.
Where would you say is some of the best places to get some of the best food in the city? Tell us on the cheaper side, that mid-tier, and then that, you know, you're gonna spend a bag.
I bet. On the cheaper side, okay, what you count cheap? Like $10 a meal is like cheaper side?
I mean, it's something that you're like, whatever.
All right, if you're trying to get something quick and fast, go to Emerald City Fish and Chips. That's the spot right there. I used to play football with one of the family members who's a part of that family who owns it. Cool ass people. The owner, cool ass guy. Emerald City Fish and Chips, or go get you some Mexican food from like one of these taco trucks for real. Anywhere posted on the Ave, anywhere up and down White Center. If you in South Park, even if you in the North End, them taco trucks 9 times out of 10 they be hitting. Go get you some teriyaki. Go to City Teriyaki. You know, black owned company. They be cool. They don't be taxing too much. There's a few spots out here. If you like noodles, there's some like cheap pho spots in like Cap Hill and shit.
Teriyaki or pho?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't believe the pho way for a while. Cause like, you know, we grew up off teriyaki and shit. You know, you got Rose in the kitchen making all types of shit. But honestly, I might go with pho now. Just cause it's like it's a different texture to the ramen, but it's still got like the broth and like
it's top tier.
that should be buzzing, nigga. Especially because you get like 3-4 times the noodles you would with ramen.
Put a lime in there. Oh
Nigga with
God,
the veggies and shit. You got the oil and shit. It's a wrap.
It's sweet too.
Bro, I forget the name of this spot. It's tucked behind the QFC in Cap Hill. There's this little blue like shack. Find it. That's all I'm gonna say. Find it. It's like $12 a bowl. You get a bowl like that. It comes on a plate that comes on a tray. And then if you really want, you get like a baguette or something with it, because it's like that real like tap in with it. And then I guess just like high end is like Kizakia, Mimosa, and like my family fucking loves going to Fogo de Chao. Brazilian Steakhouse, I forget the name of that one spot. If you really trying to spin a bag, they got some nice shit out here. It's not like I lost my train of thought. But yeah, there's some nice places out here. For real. They cater to the gentry.
What's your thoughts on black culture out here in Seattle, bro?
Honestly, black culture is kind of the same as the Seattle scene. It's just really disconnected. It's a lot less hating. It's a lot less dick riding, at least in my experience. But it is still very disconnected. Growing up, you know, in like certain parts of the city, in the South End, in Renton, shit like that, it was always like, because my family's so Southern, I was like ostracized. Cause like I'm already a light skin. Everybody in my family is like dark skins and brown skins essentially. So it's like I'm with my people and they're like, oh, we love him, like da 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 da. He been through this, he been through that. We got him like no matter what. And then I go out and try to like show that same love to people who look like my family. And they're like, nigga, ain't you one of the like Latino homies? Ain't you supposed to kid with like the Mexican cats? I'm like, nigga, I go hang with the Mexican cats. They take one look at my fucking nappy ass head and they're like, that way, nigga. And I'm like, oh, you got it. So like, I don't know, just connecting. Like, we got all types of black people out here. We got Ethiopians, we got the Somalis, we got niggas, we got African Americans. Like, we just gotta have one common black culture to where it's not somebody post something about black people and niggas are like, yeah, but you a Somali nigga, you not even black. Nigga, what? Aren't we all some form of like African? Be fucking for real, my nigga. You dead ass? That nigga's darker than you. And he's not black. Alright. That shit be blowing me, man. Sometimes I listen to niggas and I'm just like, whatever.
What do you want to see moving forward from the city to become more of a powerhouse?
People going the more classic route. I've noticed, especially with like the streaming age, especially, niggas will go get a song or two that blows up, and then they go out of state to really build their audience. They go to Arizona, they go to Florida, they go to New York, they go to Texas. And I understand it. There's the Seattle freeze here. You know that if you took what you're spinning out here somewhere else, you're finna make it. But if you really want to be a Seattle artist and a part of the Seattle scene and really solidify, you gotta run the rounds just like everybody else. You gotta get known in your city, get known in your state, get known in your region, then move your way up to the country. When you take yourself across country and you blow up, that's amazing, and I'm happy for you. But then at the same time, whenever you mention, oh, I'm a Seattle artist, there's always gonna be some nigga like, yeah, but aren't you from Renton, or aren't you from Kent, or aren't you from Mount Lake Terrace, and didn't you leave to over there, and da-da-da-da-da. When it's like, if you stayed in the scene, it doesn't matter if you're from Mount Lake Terrace or if you're from Issaquah, because if you really out in the scene all the time, niggas will just be like, oh, that's a Seattle nigga. He might not be from here, but we claim him. And that's the difference. People remove themselves too early to see themselves shine in the light they were born in. They gotta go steal somebody else's light. And it's like, no way, respect. Because if you weren't worthy of that light, you wouldn't be able to take it. On the same tip though, you can't come back and then only claim here. You gotta be like, I'm a multi-type artist. Like, I'm from here, I'm from there, I'm everywhere. Because niggas who really from here, especially niggas who are living the struggle, they're not finna claim you.
What's your message to the world, bro?
Change your perspective. Shit can be hard, but you don't gotta suffer, my nigga. Life can be easy if you make it. It doesn't matter what your situation is, like, there's still always some sort of thing that you could try to take from it, and that'll make your whole day. It could be little as shit. It could be a smile or a handshake or a compliment you got. Take that shit and let it outshine all the negative shit that you got going on. Because we're like wired to remember negative shit. We're wired to forget the positive. Hold on to that positive as much as you can. Just don't be delusional, you know? Be real. I got this going on, but this good thing happened in my life. I got that promotion. I got this raise. I went to this place and expressed myself, you know? I picked up skating, just something, you know? If you picked up a new instrument, you only been at it a couple years. Realize that you can play scales now, or you can play riffs here and there. Really take a hold of who you are and take pride in yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. If you change your perspective, all of those things comes easier.
What's some game you have for the youth?
Damn, I might not be old enough to really be able to answer that, but realistically, just fight, nigga. If you're like my age, like 2000, like 2004, you were lucky enough to see that part of life where niggas would fight. And if somebody got their fucking ass beat, it was like, respect though. Because that nigga squared up and you wouldn't, pussy. Like, it is what it is. Once it started hitting like 2017, 2018, everybody was just like, why would I fight this nigga if I know he got hands? And I never fought a day in my life. I'm finna go get the pipe and blow this nigga down. And so it's like, it don't really gotta be that serious 24/7. If you really who you say you are, you might get your ass beat today and beat the brakes off that nigga the next day. And now that nigga's in the hospital because you really like that. Be who you claim you are, not who you want, not who niggas want you to be, you know? Put the gun down, throw hands. Fucking rip John Witherspoon, but like, really, fight to see another day, my nigga, because you a bitch if you blow a nigga down because he's beating the fuck out of you and you were in the wrong in the first place. He checked you because you was doing some stupid shit, and so you killed him because you knew you weren't gonna win. Pussy.
Sad world we live in, man.
For real.
Where can we find your music and follow your journey to support you along the way? Give your act for the audience.
Okay. It's 99, the number, 99st.Rose, all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, go down the list. And then the only social media I got is IG. It's the same thing except for it's 99st.Rose. You'll find my link tree. If you look up link tree and just put in my name, you'll find me. I'll be everywhere. And all of my music, it has like the link everywhere. So you can go from my Apple Music, click it, it'll bring you to my IG, it'll bring you to my Spotify, it'll bring you to the YouTube.
Sure. It was great having you, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for sliding through. Thanks for coming to do your Dougie. For real, for real. Make sure you keep going. You're welcome back anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Come chop it up, get some more work in.
Hell yeah.
No doubt. For spitters only, 99th Street Rose, we out.